Have you ever met a celebrity and acted like you didn't recognize them? For months, I watched my mom slowly fade away over FaceTime because I couldn't afford to fly home and see her. She kept offering to pay for my plane ticket herself, but I knew that if she did, she wouldn't have enough money left for her treatment. I begged her not to. I promised I'd come soon and started picking up every extra shift I could at the restaurant where I worked. One night, her doctor called me. He said he wasn't sure how much time she had left. She had started coughing up blood. She hadn't told me because she didn't want me to worry. That was the moment I realized the truth. No matter how hard I worked, I wasn't going to save enough money and time. I cried the entire night and dragged myself into work the next day anyway. Halfway through my shift, Leonardo DiCaprio walked in with who I think was his mom. This was right after Titanic, so he was at the peak of his fame. He wore a hat and sunglasses and looked unshaven, clearly hoping not to be recognized. I knew immediately it was him, but I pretended I had no idea. I didn't tell anyone and treated him like any other customer, even though I was completely freaking out inside. At the end of the meal, I couldn't resist. Before bringing the check, I wrote on the receipt, "Your movies are awesome. I hope you like the food." When he stood up to leave, he glanced around the room and smiled when he saw me. I thought that moment alone was incredible. After they left, I went to clean the table and saw what he had written back. "Thank you so much for not blowing my cover." Along with it was a $500 tip. At first, I thought it had to be a mistake. I ran outside to return it, but he was already gone. I could barely breathe. I finished my shift in a daze, trying to act normal. The moment my shift ended, I booked the next flight home. I called my mom to tell her I was coming. When I arrived at the hospital, I ran through the halls straight to her room. I made it just in time. I spent the last 20 minutes of her life holding her hand, hugging her, telling her I loved her. Because of a stranger's kindness, I got to hug my mom one last time as she passed.